Dating. Isn't it hilarious? You know when you're out on a date and you know when you say something to them and they don't reply because they're not really there, because they don't exist, because you don't have a date and you never do. You know, those kind of times? I've always been amazed at how people actually get into relationships. The problem is, to get into a relationship, you need to know people and talk to people. So for me, both of these things are a problem. First of all, I don't know too many people, so it's highly unlikely that I'll meet someone through friends. I don't exactly do a normal job either, so I can't meet them through work. Secondly, in order to get to know someone, you have to approach them and talk to them. Again, as an introvert with social anxiety, this is something that doesn't come naturally to me. But sitting in my room wishing that my ideal partner will just magically appear, believe it or not, hasn't worked so far. So in order to find a girlfriend, you need to be able to approach them, because the worst they can say is no, right? No, turns out that's not the worst thing they can say. Trying to find a relationship in nightclubs is not a good idea, and not something that I would even bother with now. I had to find that out the hard way. So with my confidence and self-esteem almost as low as a meth addict's morals, I looked to the internet for advice, and the internet told me, be confident, which obviously made me feel even worse, because now I think women are judging me on my confidence levels, making me less confident. Well, speaking of the internet, what about internet dating, I hear you ask? Well, when I first got online, I thought, great, dating sites. This will be the best way to meet someone. I could carefully cultivate an alluring profile, showcasing my unique sense of humour and basic punctuation skills. They would never suspect my socially awkward inadequacy. Such a naive young lad I was. I didn't get a great deal of messages or replies. I think this was partly down to the fact that women get thousands of messages from pervy morons all day, and partly because of me not looking like Giga Chad. Then this thing called Tinder came out. Instead of people just being able to send messages to anyone, you have to match with them first. This sounded like a good idea in theory. I thought, well, if they match with me, that means they like me, and surely they would be more likely to respond, right? Again, how naive of me. Not that I really matched or even swiped like on many of them anyway. I wasn't exactly bowled over by the options. I didn't see many on there who were my type, let's just say. It seemed like the most common things that came up on the hobbies listed were drinking and eating. Well, are they really hobbies? I mean, what are they going to put next? Breathing? This, combined with the regular occurrence of group photos where you have to play guessing games trying to work out which one she is, made Tinder not the best experience in the world. No. This is more like it. Yes.